Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley, where we bring you all the highlighted action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Louisiana Lottery, Cherry Lane Chevrolet, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Manda Fine Meat, Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals, Tobacco-Free Living Community of Color Network, Care South Medical and Dental, and the Cardiovascular Institute of the South. Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley, where each week we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. We come to you each week from Southern Kofi, located at 8418 Scotland Avenue in the heart of Scotlandville. Come in, get you a sandwich, a salad, or some of the other offerings Horatio offers every day. Of course, you can catch us about 6 times a week, and you can catch us at your leisure on our Facebook link or our YouTube channel. Coach Dooley, very hard-fought game against Florida A&M Rattlers. We come out on the short end, 26-19, but the Jaguars played inspired football. Coach, another game I thought the defense played very well, but in the second half we couldn't seem to solve their underneath bubble route.
Yeah, there were some things we had to make an adjustment on what they was trying to do, form the matchup, and I thought Coach Simmons did a great job of getting that guy out, using the tight end a little bit more. Some adjustment we had to make, and unfortunately we didn't make the plays. We had an opportunity, but just didn't make the plays.
Coach, one of the strengths of our team so far this year has been our special teams, but on this night we had 2 blocked point after attempts. One was returned for 2 points, and then we had a muffed punt, which ended up being some points. 9-point swing for them. Was that the difference of the game?
You know, I try not to take one play, one unit. For instance, I just think we got to finish as a team. We got to play complementary football. When I'm talking about that, I'm talking about special team, defense, as well as offense. We made some mistakes, and they just made a couple more plays more than we did. And we just got to learn from that. We got to continue to go on, and we still love our chances.
All right, let's jump into the highlights from Saturday night against the FAMU Rattlers on the bluff at the A.W. Mumford Stadium. Here we are. Blood's going to hit Allen for 20 yards.
I thought we got out to a great start right there with that, showing a run formation and able to pull it and do an RPO out of that. The offense seemed to be moving the football. It's running the football, running it well to getting some large chunk on. You're talking about a real good defensive unit.
Quarles doing his thing there. That young man's coming on strong for you, Coach.
Yes, he is. I thought if he wasn't as tired, I thought he would probably would have put this one in the end zone, but he was tired. We had to get a substitution in there, but fortunate enough, we got a chance to get some other players in there and finish the drive.
You saw Quarles take it for 34-31, then Whitfield for 6, and then C.J. Russell came in and took it over the goal line, Coach.
Yes, a big power back for us. We felt we started utilizing him now in the short yard situation, as well as we thought in the green zone.
One of those missed extra points opportunities right there. They punt, we get the ball back. You see us running the ball, trying to make some things happen.
I thought we was able to move the ball effectively as far as running, and had the things that they was doing with us on the back end, leaving a lot of guys in coverage, so we saw the need to run the football and did a great job. Just got to cash in for 60 minutes, though, make sure that we get the last points.
Great hit right there on the little swing pass. Great pursuit right there, Coach, by your defense. Unfortunately, they got it over the goal line. 7-6 at this juncture. Great interception right here by Jalen Campbell. He has been a man around the football, Coach.
Actually, Jordan Carter. Yeah, you're right. The safety. He's been doing a great job back there. He knows the plays. He's a guy that's a student of the game right there.
There you see a good run, and Blood's going to hit Whitfield on a nice 79-yarder. It was good to see him get in the end zone, Coach.
Absolutely. You know, now this is his second time. This 2 weeks in a row that he has gotten into the end zone, so he's playing good football for us.
There you see a blocked PAT, and they actually take it to the end zone for 2 points. And the score is 9-12 at this juncture. Here you see them punt. We talked about this earlier. Just took his eye off it, Coach?
Yeah, very, very, very uncharacteristic of a Whitfield. You're talking about a guy that can feel 1,000 and probably feel all 1,000 of them.
All right, well, there you see first half comes to an end. When we come back, we'll look at the second half highlights on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Stay with us.
I'll take a New Orleans Saints scratch up. Play New Orleans Saints from the lottery. Just scratch, fold, and punch your way to winnings. Punch your ticket with New Orleans Saints. Win up to $100,000. Enter our second chance drawings, giving you a season to smile.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, cool truck!
You like my new truck from Jerry Lane? I'm on the way to get my first free oil change.
Free oil change! Wow!
You can count on Jerry Lane.
Medicaid members, keep your address and phone number up to date to make sure you receive important information about your health insurance and you don't risk losing your coverage. If you get a letter from Louisiana Medicaid, follow the directions and respond to it as soon as possible. For questions or to update your info, call the number on your insurance card or visit healthy.la.gov. That's healthy.la.gov. Remember, keep your contact information up to date and respond to Medicaid letters so you don't lose your health care coverage.
Life in Louisiana is like a run-on sentence. A poem that doesn't rhyme. Life is here, now. For life's moments, big and small, always there. The right card, the right care.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Coach, down 16-12, but very well could have been ahead at the half. What did you tell your team to inspire them to come out and fight in the second half?
I thought right before halftime we let one slip away, but we're still not out of the fight right now. We just got to go out and we got to show our true identity for these next 30 minutes. It's going to be a dogfight. We knew that going into the game, so we didn't expect nobody to be blown out. So we knew what we had to do, come back, take care of the football, make sure that defense get them 3 and out, and then offense go score it and continue to play.
Coach, early in the game, the running game was really clicking, and then it slowed. Did they make adjustments, or did we just couldn't get it back going?
I think kind of both happened. They made some adjustments, and we did counteract those adjustments, but a block here and there kind of did some things wrong. The running back not getting to where we're trying to get to, so it all got to work together. It's a chemistry stuff that we got to put together, but we're going to continue to work to get better.
Coach, one of your defensive stalwarts, Taj Brown, came out the game in the second half. Was it just cramps, or did he get nicked up?
Yeah, he had a little cramps right there, but as soon as he walked off the field, he was up and ready to go right back in. But of course, we kept him out for a couple of plays to make sure that everything was okay. He's a fighter. He's not. You're going to have to carry him out for him not to get back out on that field.
Good to hear. It wasn't an injury. Let's look at some second half highlights from the FAMU game on Saturday night. And this first play, you're going to see Jordan Carter with a good pass breakup right there.
Wow.
That was a heck of a hit. Looked like Ronnie Lott back there, Coach.
Yeah, one of the top players right there, and it was a clean lick. We want to make sure we teach the fundamentals, and those guys do what they're supposed to do.
There you see the Jaguars flying to the football. Great defensive play right there, Coach. Great breakup.
Absolutely.
That was Christian Davis.
Right here, protection broke down a little. That caused us a little problem. We had some opening guys. Big catch right here by Ed McGee.
Ed had a few catches on the night.
Yeah, Ed is a steady player. He'll come in and do just what needs to be done. He is right here making another explosive play to get us an opportunity to go ahead.
He turned on the afterburners right there, Coach.
Yeah, he has that deceptive speed. So you got to always watch out for him. Right here, we try to get our power back in there. He got in there. Finally got a chance to hit one of those PATs, which the other ones really cost us a whole lot.
Great defensive play right there. They're on the move. Boy, we could have used that interception right there, Coach.
Right there. I don't think the only person could have stopped him was the quarterback, and I like our chances of getting to the end zone on that.
They get the ball back. Great sack right there, Coach.
Yeah, that was one of our only sacks of the game, which was very, very surprising. He was getting rid of the football rather quick. Right here, they started hitting it tight end, creating some mismatches right here. Guy got into the end zone, kind of hurt us right here. Had opportunity.
Yep.
Had a great opportunity right here. Big time play right here by August Peach right here.
Heck of a catch by August Peach.
Right there.
Yep.
Had another opportunity right here, just didn't stop the pass rush right here. You got to be able to protect at a time like this here. Blood threw one up right here, and August Pete almost came down with it right here.
Coach.
That would have been huge right there.
That would have been huge. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to have our Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Depression, anxiety, trauma, nicotine dependence, and more. Many families are struggling with behavioral health issues. Reaching out for professional help is the best thing you can do for you and your family. At Care South, we are committed to helping individuals and families to heal, bounce back, and grow stronger. Our team of professionals are available for telehealth and in-person visits. Call for an appointment today at 225-650-2000. Hope and healing is just a phone call away.
Diseases from smoking kill more African Americans each year than car crashes, AIDS, and murders combined. In the U.S., about 1 in 5 African American adults smoke cigarettes. It's estimated that each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes less to spend time with people you love doing what you love each time you smoke a cigarette. Is it worth it? Smoking affects us all.
Your heart and vascular system is at the core of your overall health. Trust your care to Cardiovascular Institute of the South, a world leader in the diagnosis and treatment of heart disease, artery and vein disease in the legs, and heart valve disease. CIS cardiologists offer the most advanced, innovative, and compassionate care for the complete health of your heart and legs. Schedule an appointment at one of our 3 locations in the Capital Region at cardio.com.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Coach Dooley, each week in this segment, we have our Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week. Who are they on offense, defense, and special teams?
Well, you know, you take a look at offense, and you like the way that he managed the game and some of the things that he was able to do. I'll have to give it to Harold Blood. He threw a touchdown and threw for should have been like over 200-something yards, but I thought he managed and made some big-time throws with being on a good defense right there. So I'll give it to Harold Blood. When you talk about special teams, it's very, very tough because normally we automatic with that right there. But I'll have to go with Robin's bowl plan. He punted us out of some tough situations. We had some bad field position in the early part of the game, but he got us out of the hole to get us back on the minus side of the field. So I'll go with Robin's bowl plan. And then when you talk about on the defensive side of the ball, you got to mention Jordan Carter.
Yep.
The young man does a lot of great things for us, make big hits, get INTs, and just play well for us.
There you have it, the Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week. Coach, after the game, Joe Dupree and I caught up with about 4 players, and Joe Dupree filed this report.
Todd, I'm here on the defensive side with Jalen Campbell. And Jalen, once again, the defense was a terror. You were definitely doing your thing, and you were actually 7 total tackles. Let's talk about this. What happened that made it that bubble screen just seems to be something we couldn't stop?
It go deeper than that. It just stopping them on the first down and stopping the run. But we just got to get better. Everything. You just get better at being disciplined. So we got to make them plays. We got to include me, and I put everything on me first and foremost when it comes to defense and us not making plays.
Well, it looked like y'all would still the Dog Day defense and playing strong. It's just as we move forward, talk to me about the one thing you feel like we definitely need to improve on to make this defense the defense it can be.
Like I said, making plays and forcing turnovers, and like I said, and it starts with me.
We're here with Chandler Whitfield, and Chandler, you had one of the big plays of the night. Your longest catch was for 72 yards in that touchdown. You were 4 for 88 yards. Talk to me about that. How did that feel?
It felt good. Offense was clicking on all cylinders in the first half. A little shaking in the second half, but we're going to get it right.
Well, the next question I have is, as we move forward, how do we get the ball out quicker to the receivers that we can get back up into our scoring ways?
We just gotta go to practice and work on it, progress as the week go, and just prepare better.
I'm here with C.J. Russell, and C.J., listen, some of them goal line stances, the way you punched the ball in, showed tonight the grittiness, the griminess of our running game. Let's talk about that. How did it feel just busting through for those touchdowns?
Well, it felt good, but it started with the O-line tonight.
And when we look at your running game and your running style, which one do you prefer? Outside the tackles, or do you like running straight up the middle behind a strong block?
I'm a little bit of both. Our O-line great, our receivers great. They block on the perimeter. Our O-line terrific, like I just said. So I'm just a balanced running back.
Definitely you are. And as we get ready to move on to our next opponent, I know we need to make some corrections because this was one that kind of hurt. We should have really won it, but we didn't. What adjustments do we make as we move on to our next opponent?
Well, starting tomorrow on Sunday, get back to the drawing board, fix everything, all the corrections, and we're going to get from there.
We're here after a very grimy, gritty game against the FAMU Rattlers. Didn't come out the way we want, but we had some bright lights. Seems to be our running game came out on all cylinders hitting. I'm here with none other than Gary Quarles. And Gary, you were 13 for 89. Talk about the running game and how those holes were opening up and how y'all were just busting through.
We just started fast. We knew the expectation, and we just try to make it happen.
As we get ready for our next opponent, I know we need to make some adjustments. Will those adjustments be made as we go into this practice time getting ready for our next opponent?
We're just going to go back to the drawing board. We know the expectation. We're going to get everything corrected. We're going to make sure everything happens. We're going to make it happen.
Right.
Heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, guys. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to our next game. It's homecoming on the Bluff, homecoming 2023, and we're playing Lincoln University of California. Never heard of them. The Lincoln Oaklanders come to the Bluff for homecoming 2023. We'll talk about it on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, cool truck.
You like my new truck from Jerry Lane? I'm on the way to get my first free oil change.
Free oil change.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
Life in Louisiana is like a run-on sentence. A poem that doesn't rhyme. Life is here, now. For life's moments, big and small, always there. The right card, the right care.
Are you feeling lucky? Play Good Luck from the lottery. Win up to $4,000. 2 ways to play, 2 ways to win. Seeing double? Play Double Time. Win up to $15,000. It's everyone's favorite word game. Change your luck and play Lucky 7 crossword. Top prize is $77,777. The Louisiana Lottery, giving you a reason to smile.
Medicaid members, keep your address and phone number up to date to make sure you receive important information about your health insurance and you don't risk losing your coverage. If you get a letter from Louisiana Medicaid, follow the directions and respond to it as soon as possible. For questions or to update your info, call the number on your insurance card or visit healthy.la.gov. That's healthy.la.gov. Remember, keep your contact information up to date and respond to Medicaid letters so you don't lose your health care coverage.
Coach Dooley, we now turn our attention to Homecoming 2023. The the Lincoln University Oaklanders come to the Bluff to play us for Homecoming. And interesting enough, the Oaklanders stand at 0-7 on the season. They're coming off a 38-0 loss to New Haven. Coach, I've never heard of Lincoln University of California, and I'm sure most of the Jaguar Nation haven't either. How did these guys end up on our schedule?
Well, you know, when A.D. Banks told me that we were playing, and of course I started doing my research. I'm going to research any team that we played. Fortunate enough, all the other teams on the roster, on the schedule was within the SWAC. So I had no reason to look those guys up, very familiar with them. But I never heard of them. I heard of Lincoln in Pennsylvania, and I heard of Lincoln in Missouri.
Yep.
So I had to look and see who these guys were. I think they're in their third season right now. But I know one thing, we got to get prepared because they're playing on an important date. When you talk about the homecoming, that's a lasting impression. Some teams will never get another homecoming, so you got to go out on top. And just as I tell everybody, we fear none and respect all, so we'll be prepared to play.
Good advice, Coach. Coach, what do the Oaklanders like to do on offense?
Well, I tell you, they're going to be balanced right now. They're going to run the football more than anything. And when you talk about a team that's playing up, they always want to throw the football because they feel like skilled guys are much better. It's no different when some of the FCS plays to FBS. They feel they can toss it around because of their skilled guys. Where they lack at is in the trenches, the offensive and defensive line. So they're going to try to come out and throw the football a little bit on us, as well as try to keep us honest by running it.
How about on the defensive side? What kind of scheme do they like to run?
Well, you know, they play an odd man front, which is very, very odd within the conference that we play. Everybody playing 4-2-5s right now, but they play an odd man front with a 3-5, 3-4 look sometimes, and then sometimes they like to jump into a bare front to stop the run. Just depends on your formation. So they're going to be sound on the back end. They got great size on the back end. They got a couple of guys that you got to know who the impact players are that can run with great size.
Well, there you have the Lincoln University Oaklanders report from Coach Dooley. Now, let's talk about homecoming, Coach. Homecoming usually means a lot of activities, a lot of fun, a lot of pomp and circumstance. How do you, Coach Dooley, guard against your players getting involved in all of that pomp and circumstance? How do you approach their participation to guard against them being tired come Saturday night?
Well, you know, I get out in front of it. We had practice on yesterday, and I made sure that I made that clear. Homecoming is not for you. We don't have homecoming. You don't enjoy homecoming until you graduate. That's why they call homecoming. You can come back home after you graduate and move on. So they understand it. They know that we have a purpose, what we have to do, and it's about setting on a show for the people that are coming back home. So they understand clearly what we're going to do. Our focus is to get better this week right here, not who we play, it's when we play. So we just prepare for this game coming up.
Coach, earlier in the season, you had some teams that won some championships come in for the Pete Richardson Classic, I believe. Do you know of any festivities involving former football players for this homecoming?
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are going to come back. You know, they're starting to reach out now to some of the coaches, because some of the coaches are former players, and they're starting to reach out to myself as well as Coach Graves and Coach Scott, because we all coached here back in the late 90s and 2000. So they're reaching out just to want to come around, but they're reaching out with support as well, just to let them know that they're still behind us. We just got to keep fighting, keep our head down, keep grinding, and at the end of the day, we just need to go 1-0.
Always good to hear the former Jaguars are supporting the program and looking out for the current Jaguars. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Stay with us.
Diseases from smoking kill more African Americans each year than car crashes, AIDS, and murders combined. In the U.S., about 1 in 5 African American adults smoke cigarettes. It's estimated that each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes less to spend time with people you love doing what you love each time you smoke a cigarette. Is it worth it? Smoking affects us all.
Your heart and vascular system is at the core of your overall health. Trust your care to Cardiovascular Institute of the South, a world leader in the diagnosis and treatment of heart disease, artery and vein disease in the legs, and heart valve disease. CIS cardiologists offer the most advanced, innovative, and compassionate care for the complete health of your heart and legs. Schedule an appointment at one of our 3 locations in the Capital Region at cardio.com.
Depression, anxiety, trauma, nicotine dependence, and more. Many families are struggling with behavioral health issues. Reaching out for professional help is the best thing you can do for you and your family. At CareSouth, we are committed to helping individuals and families to heal, bounce back, and grow stronger. Our team of professionals are available for telehealth and in-person visits. Call for an appointment today at 225-650-2000. Hope and healing is just a phone call away.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats. The flavor says it all.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. As we wrap up this week's edition, I want to tell everybody this Saturday is Election Day. So before you come on the yard or before you go to any football game, please go exercise your franchise and vote. It's that important. Of course, I always like to give out the Southern University ticket office number. It's 225-771-3171. Get your tickets so you can be in A.W. Mumford for Homecoming 2023. Last off, parking is going to be a grind, so I'm suggesting that you get on campus early so you can find you a good park and enjoy all the festivities. Be safe and go Jags!